As if it isn't bad enough that I've got a bunch of issues on my project, now I've got to write a damn status report about the whole thing as well. The whole world's going to find out that my project's in trouble, that the scope can't be met, that the timescales can't be met. Then I'm going to make a grovelling change request and ask for an extension of time and a reduction of scope. And now I've got to write a project status report about it. I might as well just stick the whole damn thing on YouTube. Forgive the rant, there's nothing quite like commentating on your own failings to put you in the worst possible mood. But it is an inevitability in project management that sometimes we will have problems on our project and they will fall inconveniently in the middle of our reporting cycles, and we'll have to explain bad news to our managers, our senior managers, and what feels like the whole wide world. A couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, problems on your project doesn't make you a failure. It's just inevitable. There will be problems on projects, all projects at some point. Don't worry about it. Number two, you're not going to be shamed in front of the whole wide world. Nobody really cares about this as much as you do, with maybe the exception of the sponsor and maybe a few stakeholders. But the world isn't going to be looking down on you for this. Number three, if there are problems on your project, don't lie about them, don't sugarcoat them. Explain exactly what's going wrong and exactly what you're doing about it. As you can see from behind me, I have already completed my project status report. The template is freely available. There's a link in the description. By the way, the project isn't the only problem I've got at the moment. I'm not exactly sure whether to keep this beard or not. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Beard or no beard? So how did I write my project status report? Well, I didn't start at the top. I started at the bottom. Don't ever write the summary of your project status report first. Instead, get into the details. In my case, the most important thing I needed to share was that there are issues on the project and that they're being managed. So I'll put them in first. In this case, it's nice and easy. I'm pretty much doing a copy and paste directly from the issue log. Oh, by the way, the next video in this series is going to be about the change request that resets the dimensions of the project and hopefully turns the whole thing back to green. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Next, I'll get on to project deliverables. I wrote about what's been completed in the reporting period, and I wrote about what's expected in the next reporting period. There's a section called Return to Green Actions where I put a summary of the issue resolution actions, the main ones that are going to take this project back into a green state. And I know we haven't put any RAG statuses on yet, but believe me, with these issues, it's not going to be green. Speak of the devil, I'm onto the RAG section, and once again, you do this backwards. You don't start off with the overall health, you start off with all of the other component scores because they drive the overall health. In this case, I know that my scope is unachievable and that my timescales are unachievable, so they're both red. I've got a suspicion that the benefits case may be at risk, so that's going amber, though it's not going all the way red because I've got a little bit of doubt in this area. Usually it's quite a simple equation that if your scope is reduced or if your costs go up, your benefit case tends to reduce, just by nature of the fact that you're either creating less value or your costs are going up and that's cutting into the value. In this case, part of the reason the plan is red is because a lot of time has been consumed on learning how to create better training courses. And I think that's going to pay off with an unexpected benefit that's going to come into the project in terms of greater financial return. So I'm actually not sure quite where the benefits case stands on this one, hence it being amber. Cost, quality and resources are still pretty much on track. I've got no concerns around those, so they stay green. I've got two red RAG components. One is enough to turn the overall project health red. Now that I've wrote the body of the status report, I can now return to the top section and I can complete that summary. Had I done it the other way around and wrote the summary first and then got into the body, I'd have been discovering things as I was going. I'd have been changing my mind about what should be in the summary and it would lead to rewrites. And finally, we've got these sections here over on the right-hand side of the status report, which don't really change as frequently as the other parts. I do tend to leave this section until last, but keep an eye on those finances. If you need anybody else's inputs for that, make sure to ask for it well in advance. That's a project status report done, but if you're interested in how I wrote those issues, then check out this video over here. And I don't want to get you too excited, but it comes with a free template. Hmm.